Hey, it's me, AP, and welcome to this very special episode, ladies and gents. Today's episode is a movie quiz, and it is a movie quiz, all about one actor specifically. If you've seen the thumbnail already, you know who it is. It is Michael Keaton. You know him as Batman, but we all know him as Michael Keaton. However you want to know him. I'm rambling. Yes, ladies and gents, we've done this before. We've done a movie quiz, and it's just a whole quiz today, all based on questions about Michael Keaton, the actor, his roles in movies, different little bits of facts, and it's for fun. So this is one where you don't need a pen and paper. It's basically you can go through the quiz, shout out your answers. We're going to go through the questions, and then we're going to revise the questions again and go through the answers. And it's really easy to catch up with. It's an easy one to. You don't have to, like I said, there's no pressure, there's no prizes, but it's just all good fun for this community here, the movie community we've got going here. And I chose Michael Keaton because I'm a fan of his movies. I like Michael Keaton movies. Specifically, my favorites would be like the Batman movies, Batman Returns. The other guys, I like the other guys. There's a ton of movies with Michael Keaton featuring in. That I really enjoy. I think he's just, especially now we hear him in the news about returning to the role of Bruce Wayne and Batman more recently in the Flash movie that's coming up. I've just thought it'd be cool to let's deep dive into a quiz all about Michael Keaton. So let me just go over the rules there quickly. But first of all, before I do deep dive into the rules, let me give you a little fact about Michael Keaton. First of all, did you know this? Michael Keaton. His real name is not Michael Keaton. It is his professional name, his acting name. His real name is, drumroll, is Michael Douglas. He decided not to use Michael Douglas because of the, obviously famous actor of the same name, Michael Douglas. So his real name is Michael Douglas. So he decided to just check out a phone book, and apparently it came under K, and he looked at K as the first letter, and Keaton was the first name he found, and he just said, that's it, that's the name I'm going to go for. So he is forever known now as Michael Keaton, but his real name is Michael Douglas. Interesting Michael Keaton fact for you all. I'm sure you'll be very happy about that, and you'll be telling everyone you meet now about that Michael Keaton fact. I'm pretty sure of that. But anyway, no more facts. Let's go over this rules of this not very serious quiz. Let's go over the rules. Simple. It's going to be an 8-round quiz. I've actually got them written down, but I'm sort of like improvising here. But let me read from the sheet I've prepared earlier with the questions on. This is top secret, ladies and gents. The rules of the quiz. So the rules of the quiz are simple. It's an 8-round quiz with 4 questions to each round. Simple enough so far. In order to earn a point from each round, you must get 3 out of the 4 questions correct. So you need to get at least 3 of the 4 questions right in the round to get a point. That means the total highest quiz score you can get out of the whole quiz is 8 points. 8 rounds, 8 points in total. As I said, you don't need a pen and paper. You can use pen and paper if you want to, but if you want to just shout them out, and then we'll go over the 4 questions of one round, the first round first, go through 4 questions. I'll give you all the questions for each of the 4, and then we will go over that round again straight after I've delivered the questions the first time, and then we'll go over the answers, and then you can score yourself like that. Like I said, it's just all for fun. It's all for the movie community here. I did a Masters of the Universe quiz 3 months ago, and I do it every 3 months. We do some sort of special movie-related web episode, and I decided to do another quiz. This was a recommendation by my pal, my buddy Lee, who is he recommended doing Keanu Reeves or just picking a single actor, which I think is a really cool idea. I decided. I thought I'm not going to use Keanu Reeves because I thought maybe he's quizzed up. Maybe he's quizzed up and he might know all the answers already. So I decided to go with someone else, which was Michael Keaton. So big ups to Lee, and big ups to everyone else in the community who's getting involved with this quiz today. This is awesome. I'm really excited to be the quizmaster for I'm getting tongue-tied and getting so excited. The quizmaster for this quiz, and in future editions, I would like to get more people involved in, say, video and do it over Skype or something. But for now, this is the way it's going to go for today's quiz. But future quizzes will definitely We'll try and improve upon the format. I've improved the questions slightly, added a few more style questions in this quiz. Again, this is going to be a fun episode. It's going to be a fun episode all about Michael Keaton. Fun quiz, get involved, have fun, don't take it seriously. Let me know all your scores at the end though, and don't cheat. No cheating, no phones, no phone checking. I want you to give me your honest answers and your honest scores at the end, ladies and gents. Let me know. Anyway, let's start the quiz with round number 1. So round number 1, and this is a simple choose your answer round. Now every question throughout this quiz, there'll be all multiple choice answers. So there'll be 3 answers, 3 choices, if you like, for each question. So it gives people more of a chance of actually getting an attempt at a question. So I wanted to make it as easy and accessible as possible, really. So first of all, question number 1 of round 1. What year was Batman Returns released? Question 1 again. What year was Batman Returns released? And the options for the answers are A, 1990, B, 1992, or C, 1991. Them answers again, it's either A, 1990, B, 1992, or C, 1991. And let's move on to question number 2. Michael Keaton's first starring role was in which movie? So this is his first starring role. So that question again. Michael Keaton's first starring role was in which movie? The choices are either A, Night Shift, B, Batman, or C, Beetlejuice. Them choices again. It's either A, Night Shift, B, Batman, or C, Beetlejuice. Question number 3. What rank was his character Gene in the movie The Other Guys? Let's go for the choices. It's either A, Captain, B, Sergeant, or C, Lieutenant. So, what rank was his character Gene in the movie The Other Guys? Keaton's character Gene in The Other Guys. What rank was he? He was like a police character. So, what rank was he? Was it either A, Captain, B, Sergeant, or C, Lieutenant? You're wondering, you're questioning yourself, you're thinking, what are the answers? Think hard, ladies and gents, think hard. Question number 4, the last question of round 1. In the movie Jack Frost, Keaton's character was a vocalist and he also played which instrument? The choices are either A, guitar, B, saxophone, or C, harmonica. Let me give you that question and the answers again. Question number 4. In the movie Jack Frost, Keaton's character was a vocalist and he also played which instrument? So he was a vocalist and he played an instrument. What was the instrument, ladies and gents? Was it either A, guitar, B, saxophone, or C, harmonica? Right, let's go over the answers and questions for round 1 again, ladies and gents. Question number 1. What year was Batman Returns released? It's either A, 1990, B, 1992, or C, 1991. The answer to that question is B, 1992. Batman Returns was released. Question number 2. Michael Keaton's first starring role was in which movie? Was it either A, Night Shift, B, Batman, or C, Beetlejuice? The answer is his first starring role was Night Shift. That was released in 1982. You had Batman 89, Beetlejuice 88, and that was his first starring role opposite Henry I always forget his name. The Fonz, Winkleman. I always forget his name. Question number 3. So it was Night Shift. Number 2. Question number 3. What rank was his character Gene in the movie The Other Guys? Was it either A, Captain, B. Sergeant, or C. Lieutenant? The answer to that question is A. Captain. He was Captain Gene. Captain Gene and the other guys. Question number 4. In the movie Jack Frost, Keaton's character was a vocalist and he also played which instrument? Was it A. Guitar, B. Saxophone, or C. Harmonica? It was the magic harmonica, ladies and gents. Harmonica was the answer to that question. C. And that is round 1. So if you got at least 3 of the 4 questions right on that one, ladies and gents, you have got 1 point. That's all you need. You don't need to get the 4. You only need to get the 3. Let's keep it simple, ladies and gents. There's no bonus points, no extra points. You get 3 of them 4 right, you've got the first round, first point. Oh, this is exciting. Let's go on to round number 2. And this round is called Complete the Line. So I'm going to give you a line from a Michael Keaton movie. And I'll tell you the movie and I'll tell you the context of the line. And you have to complete the line. Okay. Again, there will be multiple choices. Question number 1 of round 2. This is in The Other Guys and it's him as Captain Gene to the other cops. Listen, guys, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working here and I've got another job at either A, Walmart, B, McDonald's, or C, Bed, Bath & Beyond. Let me give you that again. Listen, guys, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working here, and I got another job at either A, Walmart, B, McDonald's, or C, Bed, Bath & Beyond. Question number 2. This is in Batman Returns, and this is Bruce as Bruce Wayne to Selina Kyle. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to A. Scare you, B. Tickle you, or C. Hurt you. So it's, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to either A. Scare you, B. Tickle you, or C. Hurt you. Question number 3. This is in Spider-Man Homecoming. He played Adrian Toomes in that movie, the Vulture, but this is him as Adrian Toomes, and he's talking to his daughter. It's the scene where he's in the car with Peter and his daughter, taking him to like the prom, and his daughter's getting out of the car, and he says this to his daughter while Peter's in the car. You head in there, Gumdrop. I'm gonna give Peter the A, tickets, B, dad talk, or C, best life advice a success. C, best life advice a successful old man can give to a young man. Let's go through that again. So, question number 3. He's saying this to his daughter. Peter's still in the car. You head in there, Gumdrop. I'm gonna give Peter the A, tickets, B, dad talk, or C, best life advice a successful old man can give to a young man. Question number 4. This is in Batman, the first Batman movie, and it's Bruce Wayne to the Joker and to his henchmen as well. You want to get nuts? Come on. A, let's go 10 rounds. B, let's fight. Or C, let's get nuts. That line again. You want to get nuts? Come on. Blank is either A, let's go 10 rounds, B, let's fight, or C, let's get nuts. Right, let's go over all them questions again. So, question 1, the other guys, Captain Gene to the cops. Listen, guys, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working here, and I got another job at either A, Walmart, B, McDonald's, or C, Bed, Bath & Beyond. The answer to that question is C, Bed, Bath & Beyond. The line is, listen guys, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working here, and I got another job at Bed, Bath & Beyond. That's a really bad Michael Keaton impression, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out before someone else points it out to me. I know it's awful. I know it's not that good. I practiced, where I still failed. I need to work on it. Much work ahead. Question number 2. Batman Returns. Bruce to Selina Kyle. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to either A, scare you, B, tickle you, or C, hurt you? And the answer is A, scare you. The line is, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. She's standing at a window, he comes up behind her. She's sort of a bit rattled. She's going a bit crazy at this point, though. She's pure into Catwoman phase. She's losing her mind in this one. Question number 3 is Adrian Toomes to his daughter while Peter's still in the car. I love that scene. That scene is awesome when the realization is that he knows that Peter is Spider-Man and he knows that he's the Vulture. So the line is, you head in there, Gumdrop. I'm going to give Peter the either A, tickets, B, dad talk, or C, best life advice a successful old man can give to a young man. And the answer to that question is B, dad talk. And the line is, you head in there, Gumdrop. I'm going to give Peter the dad talk. That's the line. Question number 4. Batman, and this is Bruce Wayne as Bruce Wayne to the Joker and to his henchmen in a room. So he says, you want to get nuts? Come on. And the line is either A, let's go 10 rounds, B, let's fight, or C, let's get nuts. And the answer is C, let's get nuts, ladies and gents. So the line is, you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Let's get some nuts, yeah. What a line. And ladies and gents, that is round 2 over and done with. Again, if you got 3 of the 4 answers correct in that round, you have earned yourself another point. That is round 2 over. On to round number 3. So round number 3, and this is again another choose your answer round. 4 questions as always. Let's go for it. So question number 1. In 2002, Michael Keaton had starred in one episode. In 2002, Michael Keaton starred in one episode of which popular sitcom? Was it either A, Frasier, B, Friends, or C, Seinfeld? That question, the choices again. In 2002, Michael Keaton starred in one episode of which popular sitcom? Was it A, Frasier, B, Friends, or C, Seinfeld? Question number 2. What year was Beetlejuice released? If you were a smart, eagle-eared person, I actually give this answer away earlier on, and I give it away as an error. But look, if you are good at remembering stuff, you would have remembered it. If you haven't, don't go back because it's cheating. What year was Beetlejuice released? Is it A, 1988, B, 1984, or C, 1990? That question again. What year was Beetlejuice released? Was it either A, 1988, B, 1984, or C, 1990? Question number 3. How many Tim Burton movies has Michael Keaton featured in? Is it either A, 3, B, 4, or C, 2? That question again. How many Tim Burton movies has Michael Keaton featured in? Is either A, 3, B, 4, or C, 2? This is as Tim Burton as the director, ladies and gents, as the director of the movie. Question number 4. The 2016 movie The Founder focused on the creation of which company? So this was a Michael Keaton movie, The Founder. The 2016 movie The Founder focused on the creation of which company? Was it either A, Apple, B, Burger King, or C, McDonald's? Let me give you that again. The 2016 movie The Founder focused on the creation of which company? Was it A, Apple, B, Burger King, or C, McDonald's? Right, let's go over those questions again and let's find out the answers. So question number 1. In 2002, Michael Keaton starred in one episode of which popular sitcom? Was it A, Frasier, B, Friends, or C, Seinfeld? The answer to that question is Frasier. He starred in Frasier, and he starred as Blaine Sternin. It was Lilith's half brother. If you remember the episode, he was very much like a con man like character. He said he had like an accident and he was in a wheelchair, but in the end it turned out he probably wasn't in a wheelchair and he didn't have an accident. It was a good performance. Only one episode, but a very memorable episode of Frasier, in my opinion. And he also starred in 30 Rock in a few years later in a 30 Rock episode, as I think he was like a maintenance guy when there was all the gas being let out or something, which was pretty cool to see him in that, because I love 30 Rock. But anyway, question number 2. What year was Beetlejuice released? Was it either A, 1988, B, 1984, or C, 1990? The answer to that question is A, 1988. As I said, I did reveal that before. I misplaced my words and I give away the answer earlier on, but maybe you didn't listen and maybe you weren't sure, but it is 1988, the answer to that question. Question number 3. How many Tim Burton movies has Michael Keaton featured in? Is either A, 3, B, 4, or C, 2? The answer to that question is B, 4. So he starred in 2 Batman movies, Beetlejuice and Dumbo. I was so sure it was 3, and I was doing the fact checking on this, and I was like, it's definitely 3. I've never seen Dumbo, so I just typed it online just to double check, because I was so sure it was 3, and then I seen that he directed Dumbo. Michael Keaton featured in that movie, so I think a lot of people may forget about Dumbo. I think a lot of people will remember Beetlejuice and the Batman movies and be totally oblivious that he was in Dumbo and maybe that Tim Burton directed Dumbo as well. Question number 4 anyway, let's move on. The 2016 movie The Founder focused on the creation of which company? Is it A, Apple, B, Burger King, or C, McDonald's? The answer is C, McDonald's. So that movie focused on the creation of the widely popular, huge, massive food company, McDonald's, and it was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a really decent movie. Well worth checking out. I know there has been movies about Apple. I think there's been 2. There was a Michael Fassbender movie about Apple I've not seen, but I've seen years before that, I'd seen the Ashton Kutcher Apple movie, and I thought that was okay. It wasn't a bad movie. But The Founder is well worth checking out. A great Michael Keaton performance in recent years as well. And now it's time to move on to round number 4. So, round number 4, and this round is titled Do You Know Your Taglines? And this round I'm gonna give you a tagline to the movie, and this is an official tagline, and you've then got to guess which movie that tagline is from. It sounds simple enough, but some of these taglines maybe are a bit easier than others. Some you'll be like, wow, I know what this is going to be, but others you'll be thinking, ooh, maybe it's that, or maybe it's that. So don't be so sure that you know the answer. I'm just saying, don't think your intelligence is up here, because you'll hear a tagline and then you'll realize your intelligence is down here. Because I'm saying this because it's the truth, because I did it last night and I realized my intelligence is way down here. But I think the intelligence of the rest of you in the community is probably up here, so you'll be okay. So don't worry about it. Question number 1 of round 4. Let's go for this. Question number 1. This is the tagline. So this is on the movie poster for the movie. When Mum goes to work, Dad goes berserk. Caroline's a rising executive. Jack just lost his job. And the choices are either A, First Daughter, B, Mr. Mum, or C, My Life. That tagline again. When Mum goes to work, Dad goes berserk. Caroline's a rising executive. Jack just lost his job. And the choices are either A, First Daughter, B, Mr. Mum, or C, My Life. Question number 2. The tagline is, we've got the future under control. crime has a new enemy. We've got the future under control. Crime has a new enemy. The choices are either A, Birdman, B, The Dream Team, or C, RoboCop. Let me give you that tagline of the choices again. We've got the future under control. Crime has a new enemy. Is it A, Birdman, C, B, Dream Team, The Dream Team, or C, RoboCop? And this, just to not confuse you too much, I'm talking about Michael Keaton featured in the rebooted RoboCop movie. He didn't feature in the 1980s one. Just if you're wondering which movie did Michael, you're probably thinking, wow, was he in the original RoboCop? No, he wasn't. He was in the rebooted RoboCop movie that was released. Question number 3. Only one will claim the night. Justice is always darkest before the dawn. And the choices are either A, Batman, B, Night Shift, or C, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Let's go for that tagline again. Question number 3. Only one will claim the night. Justice is always darkest before the dawn. And it's either A, Batman, B, Night Shift, or C, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Question number 4. Homework can wait. The city can't. And the choices are either A, Postgrad, B, The Paper, or C, Spider-Man Homecoming. Let me give you that tagline again. Homework can wait. The city can't. And the choices are either A, Postgrad, B, The Paper, or C, Spider-Man Homecoming. And let's go over those questions and answers, ladies and gents. So question number 1. When mum goes to work, dad goes berserk. Caroline is a rising executive. Jack just lost his job. Choices are either A, First Daughter, B, Mr. Mum, or C, My Life. And the answer is B. Mr. Mum is the answer to that question. That is the tagline for that movie. Question number 2. We've got the future under control. Crime has a new enemy. And it's either A, Birdman, B, The Dream Team, or C, RoboCop. The answer is RoboCop. Question number 3. Only one will claim the night. Justice is always darkest before the dawn. Either A, Batman, B, Night Shift, or C, The Trial of the Chicago 7. And the answer is A, Batman. Of course it's Batman. That's an obvious one. Question number 4. I thought it was obvious anyway. Question number 4. Homework can wait. The city can't. Choices are A, Postgrad, B, The Paper, or C, Spider-Man Homecoming. And the answer is C, Spider-Man Homecoming. Again, I think that one's pretty easy. But you know what? I enjoyed doing that round. I thought it was really cool just seeing some of the taglines for some of these movies. It was really just interesting to see what the taglines were going to be. Because some of them are a bit hard. You're wondering, like, I thought the RoboCop one was quite a difficult one. But anyway, that is round 4 over and done with. If you've got 3 of those 4 answers correct, ladies and gents, you've earned yourself another point. As always, let's move on to the next round. Okay, so we're on to round number 5 now. And this round is the movie poster expert round. So you've got to be an expert in movie posters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show on screen a movie poster. And it's going to be blanked out for the title and any text that will reveal what movie it is. So you're just going to see sort of the visual poster. And from that poster, you have got to then guess out the 3 choices which movie it is. Simple enough, isn't it? Simple enough. Let's go for this. Let's have a shot. So first one, question number 1. What poster is this movie for? And I'm going to give you a bit of time to Soak it all in, ladies and gents. What poster is this movie from? So, the choices are either A, A Shot at Glory, B, American Assassin, or C, One Good Cop. Your choices again, either A Shot at Glory, B, American Assassin, or C, One Good Cop. Let's go to question number 2 now. So, what poster is this movie for? Go on screen for a few seconds, and let's go for the choices, and then we can sort of like have another little think afterwards. So, it's either A, She's Having a Baby, B, My Life, or C, Mr. Mum. Now a good think, take a look. Let's move on to question number 3. What poster is this movie for? The choices are, we got A, Spotlight, B, Worth, or C, Postgrad. Take a good look at the poster. What do you think? What movie is it for? Let's go to question number 4 then. What poster is this last movie for? And we've got choices. We've got A, Blindsided, B, The Last Time, or C, Quicksand. What do you think? You got any ideas? Right, let's go through those again. I'm going to show them on screen again so you can just have another quick look before we reveal the answers. So question number 1, what poster is this movie for? So I'm showing a poster on screen at this moment in time. What do you think it is? So the choices are again, A, A Shot at Glory, B, American Assassin, and C, One Good Cop. And now I will reveal what it is the poster for. It is the poster for B, American Assassin. That is correct. It is the a very more recent movie, this one, American Assassin. I've never seen this movie, but I actually can't even say if I've heard it's good. I've not even heard whether it's a good movie or bad movie. Let me know if it is, if it's worth watching. Let me know. Question number 2. What poster is this movie for? The choices are She's Having a Baby, A, She's Having a Baby, B, My Life, or C, Mr. Mum. And the answer is C, Mr. Mum. Did you get it right? Let me know. Let me know. Do you like this movie? Let me know as well. Question number 3. What poster is this movie for? So we've got the choices. We've got either A, Spotlight, B, Worth, or C, Postgrad. What do you think? What do you think? I'll tell you the answer. The answer to this question, the poster of this movie is for A, Spotlight. I think this won the Oscar, I'm pretty sure. It was a great movie, really good movie, revealing like sort of like the all the ongoings of like the Catholic Church, and after like it sort of involves 9/11, the events after 9/11. It's a really true story, really good story to check out. A very devastating story as well, I must say. But it's I do enjoy real stories, and this is one of the ones I've watched over recent years. What I thought was brilliant, and I can see why. I think it did win the Oscar, but if it didn't, it definitely won some award. I'm pretty sure it was the Oscar. I can see why it won an Oscar if it did win the Oscar. I'm pretty sure it did. Anyway, question number 4. What poster was this movie for? And choices are, we've got A, Blindsided, B, The Last Time, or C, Quicksand. The answer to that question, this poster is for the movie B, The Last Time. And that is round number 5, ladies and gents. Keep on thinking of what your scores are. Let me know how many points remember how many points you've got so far, and let's move on to the next round. Okay, so we're on to round number 6 in the quiz. And this round is again another choose your answer round. So simple stuff. 4 questions as always. Let's go for the quiz. Question number 1 of round 6. Question number 1. Which car-centric movie series has Michael Keaton featured in? Choices are either A, Fast and the Furious, B, Need for Speed, or C, Cannonball Run. That question, the answers again. So we got, which car-centric movie series has Michael Keaton featured in? Is it either A, Fast and the Furious, B, Need for Speed, or C, the Cannonball Run? Question number 2. Who distributed the movie Beetlejuice? Who was the Beetlejuice distributors? Was it A, Warner Brothers, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films? Again, who distributed the movie Beetlejuice? Was it A, Warner Brothers, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films? Question number 3. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did Batman Returns take worldwide? These figures are by IMDb, by the way. I got these figures from IMDb. So, by the end of its theatre run, how much money did Batman Returns take worldwide? Was it A, $266 million, B, $156 million, or C, $98 million? And let me give you that question and choices again. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did Batman Returns take worldwide? Was it A, $266 million, B, $156 million, or C, $98 million? Question number 4. What year was Spider-Man Homecoming released? This is the first Spider-Man in the rebooted franchise with Tom Holland. What year was it released? Was it A, 2017, B, 2018, or C, 2015? That question and choices again. What year was Spider-Man Homecoming released? Was it A, 2017, B, 2018, or C, 2015? And let's revise those questions and the answers, and let's go through them. So question number 1 again, ladies and gents. Which car-centric movie series has Michael Keaton featured in? Was it A, Fast and Furious, B, Need for Speed, or C, The Cannonball Run? The answer is B, Need for Speed. So he featured in Need for Speed. I watched that movie. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a great... he has a very minimal role in that movie anyway, if I remember it rightly. But it wasn't that great. I think they were hoping it was going to be like the next Fast and the Furious. It was nowhere near the level of that movie. Here's another fact though. He did feature in a Herbie movie, a more recent Herbie movie. The car that sort of like is... It's not a talking car, is it? It's just like a car that's got its own mind. He featured in one of those movies as well. So he's featured in 2 car sort of movies, car-centric movies. But he never featured in The Cannonball Run. But The Cannonball Run is a great movie in my opinion. Let's see. So question number 2. Who distributed the movie Beetlejuice? Was it A, Warner Brothers, B, Paramount, or C, Canon Films? The answer is A, Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers were the distributors of Beetlejuice, also for the Batman movies as well. This is obviously where Tim Burton had a good relationship at that time with Warner Brothers. Now he seems to be working more with Disney. He's working on like the Alice in Wonderland ones and the Dumbo one as well. So he did start off with that relationship with Warner Brothers, his directing relationship. Question number 3. By the end of its theatre run, how much money did Batman Returns take worldwide? Was it A, $266 million, B, $156 million, or C, $98 million? The answer is A, $266 million. Pretty sure I had about like a 90 million budget. I'm pretty sure I might have read, but yeah, $266 million. That's a lot of money, especially for the 80s. Well, late 80s. No, hang on, 92. It was Batman was 92, wasn't it? So 90s, pretty good. What year was Spider-Man: Homecoming released? Question number 4. What year was Spider-Man: Homecoming released? Is either A, 2017, B, 2018, or C, 2015? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Any idea? It is question A, 2017. That is the answer. Homecoming was released in 2017. Let me know how many. Well, add up your answers. How many did you get right? Did you get 3 of the 4 right? If you did, you got yourself another point. Ding ding. Well done. We're on to the next round, round number 7. So round number 7, and this is another round of Do You Know Your Taglines. I chose to do another round of this because I really had lots of fun just choosing out them taglines, and I thought, let's do another one. It's a fun round. I think it's fun anyway. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments, obviously. And again, always, if you have any suggestions for future rounds or future quizzes, let me know. But anyway, round number 7, another round of Do You Know Your Taglines. Let's go with question number 1. Question number 1. This is the tagline to the movie. A beloved tale will take you to new heights. It's either A, Pacific Heights, B, Dumbo, or C, Desperate Measures. That tagline again. A beloved tale will take you to new heights. It's either A, Pacific Heights, B, Dumbo, or C, Desperate Measures. Question number 2. 6 players on the trail of $500,000 in cash. Let me do that again. I got a bit tongue-tied there. 6 players on the trail of $500,000 in cash. There's only one question. Who's playing who? It's either A, Clean and Sober, B, Game 6, or C, Jackie Brown. That one again. Question number 2. 6 players on the trail of $500,000 in cash. There's only one question. Who's playing who? It's either A, Clean and Sober, B, Game 6, or C, Jackie Brown. Question number 3. In this house, if you've seen one ghost, you haven't seen them all. It's either A, Jack Frost, B, White Noise, or C, Beetlejuice. That one again. Question number 3. In this house, if you've seen one ghost, you haven't seen them all. It's either A, Jack Frost, B, White Noise, or C, Beetlejuice. Question number 4. Break the story, break the silence. The true story behind the scandal that shook the world. Question number 8. It's either choices. So I just zoned out for a second then. It's either choices are A, Spotlight, B, The Last Time, or C, American Assassin. That line again, the tagline again. Break the story, break the silence. The true story behind the scandal that shook the world. It's either A, Spotlight, B, The Last Time, or C, American Assassin. Let's go over those questions and answers for you all, ladies and gents. So question number 1. A beloved tale will take you to new heights. It's either A, Pacific Heights, B, Dumbo, or C, Desperate Measures. The answer is B, Dumbo. So the reboot of Dumbo, the Dumbo movie, that was the tagline to that movie. It's sort of like makes sense, but a blood tale, because the other ones may know. Yeah, I suppose it is. It's not like super on the nose, though, is it? You know what I mean? It's like, it makes you think. It made me think. Question number 2. 6 players on the trail of $500,000 in cash. There's only one question. Who's playing who? And it's either A, Clean and Sober, B, Game 6, or C, Jackie Brown. The answer is C, Jackie Brown. I've only seen a bit of that movie, so I can't really comment on what I think of it, but that is something I'm going to have to revisit. I've got it in the cabinet behind me here. Let's go for question number 3. In this house, if you've seen one ghost, you haven't seen them all. It's either A, Jack Frost, B, White Noise, or C, Beetlejuice. The answer is C, Beetlejuice. And that is the answer to that question. Let's move on to question number 4. The tagline is, break the story, break the silence. The true story behind the scandal that shook the world. Either A, Spotlight, B, The Last Time, or C, American Assassin. The answer is Spotlight. Choice number A, Spotlight. I kind of give that away before. Again, I'm the worst quizmaster on planet Earth, and I give away two answers. But maybe if you've got to be eagle-eared. If you just forgot what I was talking about before, and I give it away early on, but I didn't give a hint this time. When I said I zoned out for a second, it's when I realised that I made the error previously of sort of highlighting the answer to this further question. Anyway, that's the end of that round. Add up your points for that one. Did you get 3 out of the 4? If you did, you get another point. And let's move on to the final round, ladies and gents. The final round of this quiz, round number 8. So round number 8, we're on to the final round, and this is the final order round. This is the title of this round. So I'm going to give you some choices, and you have to put them in the order of what you think they go in. So it's not multiple choice, this one. This is one where you've got 4 choices, you've got to put them in the order correctly to get the answer right. So question number 1. Put these 4 movies in order of being released. And I want the earliest first. So say if we're talking about if there was a movie released in the 70s, one in the 90s, I want your first choice would be the 70s, second choice would be the 90s, 2000s. So put them in order of what year you think these have been released earliest first. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Earliest 1, latest 4. You got it? Let's go. So the choices are either these are the answers. A, Batman. B, Mr. Mum. C, Spotlight. D, The Other Guys. Put them in order of earliest first. Choices again. Batman. B, Mr. Mum. Spotlight as C. And D is The Other Guys. Let's go for question number 2. And this one is Batman Returns. Put these 4 characters in order of last appearance on screen. This includes post and end credit scenes as well. So I want this in descending order. So the last person that featured on screen, then the second to last would be second, third to last would be third, fourth to last would be fourth. The choices are Catwoman, the Penguin, Bruce Wayne, and Alfred. Them choices again. Put these in order of last appearance on screen. So we got Catwoman, the Penguin, Bruce Wayne, and Alfred. Let me know your choices. Question number 3. Batman. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance on screen. And this time we're going to do first would be the first one on screen, second would be 2, third, 3, 4, 4th. You got it. We got Vicky Vale, Harvey Dent, Batman, and Jack Napier, otherwise known as the Joker. But just to clarify, this is when Jack Nicholson is just as Jack. He's not turned into the Joker at this point. He's just as Jack Napier in this movie at this point. And this is in the movie Batman. And question number 4. Put these 4 movies in order of how much they grossed at the worldwide box office. Highest first. So I want the highest one, the total it made worldwide at the box office. Highest first, and then go downhill from there. And the choices are Dumbo, The Other Guys, Batman, and Jack Frost. Let's go through those questions, give you the answers, ladies and gents. So question number 1, put these 4 movies in order of being released. Earliest first, so we had choices Batman, Mr. Mum, Spotlight, and The Other Guys. Think up which one come the earliest first, and now I'm going to go through the choices. So the answers. Mr. Mum was first, the earliest release, 1983. Second was Batman in 1989. Then it was The Other Guys in 2010. And C, the last one, number 4, was Spotlight in 2016. Question number 2. And this is a Batman Returns question. Put these 4 characters in order of last appearance on screen. This includes post and end credit scenes as well, in descending order. So you wanted the last and go backwards. So choices were Catwoman, the Penguin, Bruce Wayne, and Alfred. And let's go for the answers. So the answers are, the last person on screen was Catwoman. So she was number 1. And then we have second is Bruce Wayne. Third, we have Alfred. And fourth from last was the Penguin. So the last person on screen was Catwoman in a silhouette of her looking at Gotham City when we think she's dead, but she's not dead. She's still alive. Question number 3. A Batman question. Put these 4 characters in order of first appearance on screen. This is ascending order. Choices are Vicky Vale, Harvey Dent, Batman, and Jack Napier. And let's go for the order. So first appearance on screen is, first of all, Batman. He's the first one to feature on screen, out of these characters anyway. And then we've got Harvey Dent is the second on screen. And we've got third is Jack Napier. And fourth is Vicky Vale. And question number 4. Put these 4 movies in order of how much they grossed at the worldwide box office highest first. Choices are again Dumbo, The Other Guys, Batman, and Jack Frost. Let's go for that order. Which was the highest grossing movie at the box office? It was Batman. Batman was the highest grossing with 411 million. Dumbo was second with 353 million. Pretty good total. The Other Guys was third with $170 million, and Jack Frost was fourth with a very low $34 million. I like that movie though. Jack Frost is a good movie. They're all good movies. I've not seen Dumbo though, so I can't really comment. But anyway, add up your totals for that round, and that, ladies and gents, is the end of the quiz. So that's the end of the round, and the quiz, we're all done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed this video first of all today. If you did like it, please do give it a like. Check out the rest of my movie-related content as well. Let me know what your score was for the quiz. How many points did you get out of this quiz? Did you enjoy the quiz as well? Did you enjoy it? That's the main thing. If you enjoyed it, I'm happy. I had a great time presenting this. It was really fun. It was great doing the research into Michael Keaton, finding out all these movies and just digging deep into it. I really enjoyed it, but let me know your answers. Let me know what questions you enjoyed, which sort of like sections you'd like to have brought into the quiz on a future quiz maybe. Let me know all your thoughts. Thank you very much for getting involved. If you stayed to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate you joining the quiz today. It's been really fun. As I said, it's just this is a community here. We've got a movie community going on, and this is why I wanted to do this. It's a special episode to celebrate another, 3 successful months of this community growing, of people becoming friends within this community, getting to know each other, discussing movies, discussing physical media. It's awesome. And for me to just do this little quiz today as a little thank you to you all, that's all it is really. It's just a little special something if you wanted to get involved. It wasn't like you had to, but if it was there for you if you wanted to be a part of this. But yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed today's quiz. But anyway, that is me. My voice is, I think the quizmaster needs a drink of water. My voice is going down. It's decreasing. But anyway, I've got energy to finish the quiz, to finish this episode, this special quiz episode with one thing. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.